Hello, my name is Arlen McFarlane. I'm the Curious Gardener, and I'm here today with Kyle Taylor. Welcome, Kyle.
Thank you.
We're talking about Pallet Gardens. Where did you get this idea?
I'm from Vancouver, and I'd seen many people doing them in the back alleys of East Van everywhere, and I thought it was a really neat idea that I wanted to try here and see if I could get it to work in Whitehorse and around Whitehorse, where the climate's quite a bit different from Vancouver. A lot of people don't have ground to grow on, and so I thought it would be interesting to show someone how you could actually make a lot of salad greens with very little space.
You just put burlap on the back. Doesn't it rot off?
It will eventually, which is actually one of the advantages, I think, because it's biodegradable. And I've seen a lot of container gardens which are made out of actually really intensively manufactured products. And the whole point about this is it's all made from recycled materials that aren't being used anyways. And you can put it in your compost when you're done, or at least this part.
How does water work in here? Like, do you water it more frequently, less frequently?
Well, that was one of the things I wanted to find out about doing it in the north, because the climate is way drier than Vancouver. In Vancouver, I'd never heard of anyone watering one. And here, I do water it. I find it actually less than the garden is watered, because it has no, on this side, as you see, has almost no exposure, dirt that's exposed, which is one of the main things that you lose moisture from, right?
Of course. Do you plant seeds right in here, or do
That's
you plant
right. So
seedlings and just poke holes?
Exactly. So what I did is actually filled it on the ground and planted all the seedlings and let it sprout on the ground, and then moved it up after it had settled.
So it's horizontal before it becomes vertical?
That's right, just for a week, and then until you see seedlings, and then they know they're in the right place. What I was hoping for was exactly what it's done. It's just filled in all the space, so there's no weeds.
What do we have here that's not so happy?
Not so happy, it looked like a brassica. I think it's a mustard green. It didn't really do that great. The main problem was that when I first put them in, and not having done this before, I watered it a bit much, and they ran down behind here and didn't. So I think it's really important to let it get established before you put it upright, or before you have to be very gentle with water, just like you would in a garden.
What else have you grown in pallets?
I'm growing cucumbers and tomatoes and strawberries over there, and in our greenhouse, our compost heated greenhouse.
Do pallets dry out quickly then?
They do, and I've tried a couple things to remedy that, because again, I come from a moister climate where that wasn't so much of an issue, and here, because it's surrounded by air all the time, it dries out quicker. One thing I've done that I've not seen done before so much is I've actually put burlap on the inside on the front as well. And I cut holes for all the plants. You're minimizing the amount of exposure to sunlight and air, and the burlap actually holds the water in. I actually installed just a regular garden hose that I perforated with a drill, and it actually waters the whole thing from the inside, and it works really well.
So what do we have here? We've got basil.
That's right.
And a tomato.
And another, quite a happy tomato up the top. It's reaching almost the ceiling.
There we go.
It's actually a little, not a vine cherry, but these
plum?
little plum tomatoes, exactly.
Plum tomatoes.
And it's going pretty wild in there.
What have we got here?
Northern pickling cucumbers. I'm getting quite a few of them actually, making pickles with them as they come. There's one going right now.
I see one right here. That's
English thyme.